What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing Dr. Sleep. It's a sequel to The Shining, okay? A lot of people don't know that, apparently. You know what I mean? If you see the trailer, you should know because, The Shining is all up and through the trailer for it, but I guess the title doesn't really, and that's what you do. As an author, you're not going to write the novel The Shining 2. You're going to call it something else. And so Stephen King didn't say, yeah, it's The Shining 2, guys. People wouldn't have bought the book. They were like, what is this, a movie, man? You sold out. And so Stephen King wrote a sequel to The Shining, which involves the boy, Andy. First of all, we all know, if you watch me regularly, you already know The Shining ruined my life. It's one of the movies that ruined my life for a period of time. And I'm serious when I say that. A lot of people laugh like, it ruined your life. I'm dead serious. It ruined my life, my eating patterns, my sleeping habits. I was traumatized and alone for a long time because of this movie. And it kept popping up in my life. And I was just like, can this movie just stop? The creepy music, the creepy old-timey music. It took me a long time to get over it with Jack Nicholson. Like, if Jack Nicholson hadn't done Batman, I probably still would have never came back around to him. I just avoided him from here on out because that movie ruined my life. But now that I'm grown, I'm a grown man, I know it's fictional now, I appreciate The Shining for what it is. Now, the sequel, it makes sense. Like, what happened to the boy after this traumatic thing he went through with his mother about, when your dad tries to kill you with an axe? Your life is different after that. You don't really just, go on about your day. You're traumatized for life. Your life is ruined, essentially. Because, you're getting killed, trying to get killed by one of the dearest people in your life, your father, with an axe. And you're running through the snow in a maze in Colorado, escaping your dad. And you were in a haunted hotel with special gifts to allow the intensity of the ghost to really ruin your life. So you on the double up of life ruin. Red Rum and, Tony and all that. So we catch up with Andy. What's he been up to? How's everything going? You know what I'm saying? And so the movie is essentially about a group of people that pretty much feed on The Shining, which is, the gift that Andy had. There's a group of people that also have The Shining, but they feed on it. So they track down other people with these gifts and they kill them and feed on their Shining to stay alive. It's creepy. It's very cannibalistic in that sense. They don't eat you like, Pennywise does sometimes, but like they kill you and feed on the gift that is you. The main lady of that is played by Rebecca Ferguson, who you may remember from, I remember her from Mission Impossible movies. And Ewan McGregor stars as the grown-up Andy. Ewan McGregor, man, he's an actor that's overlooked, in my opinion. Like, he does good work, he does a lot of work, and he's a good actor. Like, you trust him. You're like, oh, Ewan McGregor, of course. But nobody ever, talks about him. But when you see him, you're like, oh, of course. He's the of course actor. You know what I mean? He plays the grown-up Andy, and he befriends a young girl with The Shining, and she's like, a Super Saiyan, if you want a Dragon Ball Z, with The Shining gift that she has. Her name is Adra, and played by Kylie Curran, who I've never seen before, but she might have been in other stuff, but I've never seen her until now. And she plays a young girl with the super gift, and of course, the ones that feed on that gift target her. And her and Andy they become friends. So now they have to, battle this group. That's essentially what it's about. You wouldn't pick that up from the trailer. And is the Overlook Hotel back? One of the takeaways from this movie is that when you see ghosts for a living, this is what you do. Like, my biggest takeaway is, how do you relax in this space? Like, if I had that gift, I'd always be on the edge. I'd just be like, man, just leave the lights on. Just don't sit right here in the living room. I would be needy. I would be a needy bitch. They'd just be like, man, can you be by your? No, just come with me to the movies. Like, I would hate myself, like, as a person. Like, I would always have to be in a relationship all of a sudden, and then I'd be like, please, just let me go with you, Some people might be into that, but I would annoy my own self. I would be broken up with a lot. He was just too clingy. But I was only clingy because ghosts be coming up when you're not there. You know, it's not like a, y'all can't see the bug, but it was in here. It wouldn't be a clingy, like, insecurity thing. It'd just be like, yo, when you leave, a naked old lady comes out of the tub for me. And I don't even have a bathtub. And, you know, stuff like that. I wouldn't want to get another takeaway from this movie is like, you know, just the swagger of the main villain. She just thought she was all that with a little hat on, and she just walking slow, and like she got the hippie vibe. A lot of seduction in how she rolled, and just like, hey, who do you think you are? You know what I mean? Like if I was a little kid, I'd be like, you think you better than me out there with your little hat on and your little slow walking, and you know your posture's perfect. I see what you're doing out here. Even as a kid, I'd be like, you trying to eat me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not falling for it, lady. You know what I mean? This movie's not doing well at the box office. It's like the estimates keep going down. They estimated $25 million for the weekend, and then they brought it down to 19. It was like Midway is actually beating Dr. Sleep. Nah, I said 12 point something. It keeps going down because it's long. And when a movie's long, it cuts into your box office numbers because you can have less screenings because it's so long. Another thing is, I don't think people just really realize what it is. And people are often skeptical about, you know, sequels and stuff like that. And you waited too long and, you know, but it's actually good. Like the people that have seen it enjoy it. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you my saxophones in a minute, but don't judge a book by its box office gross. You know what I'm saying? Shawshank Redemption did not do well at the box office. It's one of the movie favorites on everybody's top list. And it's another Stephen King story. So give Dr. Sleep a shot, man. Also, I want to add in, I want to shout out Carl Lumbly, who plays Halloran, who you may remember Halloran as the black dude that was working at the Overlook Hotel that showed him around. He was played by Scatman Carruthers in the Shining movie. And it even made me scared of him. And I'm a Scatman Carruthers fan because Scatman Carruthers was the voice of Jazz in the Transformers cartoon. And I loved the cartoon. But in the movie, every time I would see him, I would think about The Shining and my life ruined. But he passed away since then. But like Carl Lumbly plays him now, and I thought he was a great choice to play him in this movie, Dr. Sleep, man. Forget all that. Here's the smooth jazz review of Dr. Sleep. Oh, yeah. I'm giving Dr. Sleep 3.5 saxophones out of 5. Man, if I turn around and it's an old naked lady getting out the tub on the turnaround, then I want y'all to know that can't nobody leave me alone from here on out. All right, peeps, that's my review of Dr. Sleep. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comment section below. If you haven't seen it, what's preventing you from watching it? Did you like the original Shining? Do you have a vendetta against sequels of this nature like Tony does behind the camera? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, check out The Shining if you had never seen it. It was polarizing. Stephen King hated what Stanley Kubrick did. Then they tried to do a TV movie of it nobody cared about. The movie holds up. You know what I mean? It's very slow, and that's part of what made it so creepy. How slow and quiet, the slow shots, the pans, it was just silent. You felt isolated, you felt alone. And that, man, listen, I hate that movie, but I love it because it scared me so effectively. So it served its purpose. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.